SEC Network women's basketball in a huge rivalry game tonight as the 19th ranked Tennessee Lady Vols have come to Georgia to take on the Lady Bulldogs in the 76th all-time meeting between these two rivals. And good evening, I'm Matt Stewart, joined by former Georgia All-SEC Anne-Marie Armstrong. And Anne-Marie, the Lady Vols, just one game out of first place in the SEC, but they've lost two in a row, coming off a 30-point loss at number 1 UConn on Sunday. They have this tough Georgia game sandwiched in between a trip to number 3 South Carolina on Sunday, while Georgia has not played since last Thursday when they lost to Alabama, snapping their 3-game conference winning streak.
That's right, Matt. Both teams coming off a loss, hungry to get a win. Georgia and Tennessee have split the last 6 games. They have been decided by an average of 8 points. It's going to be a fun, competitive, and upbeat tempo here today.
For Georgia, Dani Carnegie coming off a season-low 6 points in that loss at Alabama last Thursday. They got to get a much bigger game out of her tonight.
Georgia's going to need a lot on the offensive end from Dani Carnegie, averaging 20.5 points per game, 3rd in the SEC. She's making almost 3 3-pointers per game, number 2 in the SEC, and she's shooting over 40%. She has been huge for Georgia, a big pickup in the portal. And as you can see, if Dani Carnegie isn't performing, Georgia is going to have a tough time. That's right, Georgia has got to come in composed, confident. They have the pieces. They're ranked 34. Currently, Tennessee is ranked 19. It's going to be a fun game. Georgia coming off a tough loss against Alabama, ready to prove something here in Stegman.
Turkoff, open 3, buried it.
Big shot for Riley Turkoff, averaging 2 threes per game, and her and Dani Carnegie both shooting over 40%. Good find in transition, and a tough miss there, but what's not a tough miss is Georgia in transition. Big find from Trinity Turner to Zin Kraft, the freshman. Georgia with a little bit of momentum here, heading into the timeout, 9-9. That's right, in Georgia, picking up 2 big wins against 2 ranked teams, against Ole Miss as well as Kentucky. Big games for them. Georgia 4-4 in the SEC, and as we've seen, 10 teams were in the top 25 for the SEC. That's shifted a little bit recently, but just what a competitive conference. Day in and day out, it is a battle. Everyone has something to prove. What a fun SEC conference we've seen thus far.
That's going to be 2 quick ones on Mia Woolfolk here in the first quarter, and that'll get Aisha Indoor off the bench.
And as we mentioned, it's a key for Georgia, and it's a key that they need Woolfolk on the court. Those 2 early fouls will send her to the bench.
I mean, nothing against Aisha Indoor. She brings a lot of size to the table, and she can block shots, and she can rebound, but she can't score. You lose a lot offensively when you have to make that substitution.
That's right, and this foot speed and the agility of these Tennessee's big, these are not your normal centers. These are not your block-oriented. They can move, they can dribble. So Indoor has her work cut out and if she's going to be matching with Spearman or Barker.
Carnegie gets knocked down in the paint. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Carnegie wanted to see that one go through. Great job on the offensive end. Good read in a 2-on-1 situation. Carnegie has brought a lot of offense here with 7 points thus far in the first quarter.
Settled into things now.
I would totally agree. I think, she did great in the non-conference. She was a big offensive factor. The first few games in the SEC, we all know if you haven't played in the SEC, it's a different animal. Took her a few games to get on her feet, get comfortable, and now you see her back in her rhythm.
Watch how quick Mia Poldo is.
Great crossover right in front of Turkoff. No help side, no one in a spot to help, and a quick, easy 2 for the Vols. Yeah, I would totally agree. Georgia has been very competitive, done a great job in the SEC, had a great undefeated non-conference. So hats off to Coach Abraham Henderson and her staff on the progress and on the accomplishments in the season thus far.
Yeah.
With the shot clock going down, Cooper, great awareness, uses her length, steps into a 1-dribble pull-up. And next, Trinity Turner going baseline, little hesitation, contact, finishing through 2 defenders.
Paldo calmly knocks down the three-pointer. Back-to-back threes by Tennessee.
Paldo's first three of the game. She leads Tennessee with 38 threes made on the season.
That's going to be two quick ones on Mia Woolfolk here in the first quarter, and that'll get Aisha Indoor off the bench.
And as we mentioned, it's a key for Georgia, and it's a key that they need Woolfolk on the court. Those two early fouls will send her to the bench.
I mean, nothing against Aisha Indoor. She brings a lot of size to the table, and she can block shots, and she can rebound, but she can't score. You lose a lot offensively when you have to make that substitution.
That's right, and this foot speed and the agility of these Tennessee's big, these are not your normal centers. These are not your block-oriented. They can move, they can dribble. So Indoor has her work cut out and if she's going to be matching with Spearman or Barker.
Carnegie gets knocked down in the paint. She'll go to the line to shoot two.
Carnegie wanted to see that one go through. Great job on the offensive end. Good read in a 2-on-1 situation. Carnegie has brought a lot of offense here with 7 points thus far in the first quarter. That's right, she has been huge. As you can see, her quickness, she can get to the basket. Little finesse, finishing up on the rim. Here, just quickness, using her speed, getting to the bucket. She has 12 points here in the first half. She's tough to guard. She can make it from three. She's leading Tennessee with 38 three-pointers made. That's a tough guard for Georgia, knowing she can shoot from three and use her quickness to get to the basket.
You know, we said Dani Carnegie had to have a big game, and she's had a big first half.
Dani Carnegie running in transition. Trinity Turner finding her. Big finish. Dani Carnegie knows to shoot threes, but she can finish. She can get a jumper. She can take it to the rim. Here you see just unselfish play. Getting it over to the big Verse. And again, great read down low. 2 assists to Verse. Dani Carnegie has been huge for Georgia in the point.
She's just 2 of 7 from the floor, and she's 0 for 3 on her threes. So going back to the Alabama game, she's 0 for 9 in her last 3 halves of basketball shooting the three-point shot.
That's right, and the thing about her, she does not let that stop her. She continues to get in the paint, find her teammates. She has a high IQ. She's down and dirty on the defensive end. Dani Carnegie is more than just a three-point shooter, and we see that today. Carnegie making it happen on the offensive end. She's got a lot of focus on her, and great find in Maya Verse. Maya Verse now with 6 points on the game. And as we mentioned, she has got to be on the court. Mia Woolfolk is a big presence inside on the offense and the defensive end. Coach Abe is trying to get her on board to not get in foul trouble, but we've seen it occur in quite a few games, but she's got to do a better job so she can be on the court, and we know she wants to be on the court.
So anytime you take Mia Woolfolk off the floor for Georgia, they do not have anybody her size that can replicate her offense.
That's right. Woolfolk at 6'3". She's averaging 12 points per game, 5.5 rebounds. It's tough without her on the court. As you mentioned, her agility, her ability to finish and create, and another foul.
Back-to-back crazy fouls by Talasia Cooper. For the game, 11 points, 4 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 4 on her threes, 1 for 4 at the free throw line.
And Zee Spearman is 6'4". She's long. You see her, she's 2 for 4 from the three, 50%. She can finish around the bucket. She's another player that has a bright career ahead of her. Talasia Cooper has been big. She has her 3rd three on the game. No one matches up. No one finds her in an easy three. Tennessee now with 8 three-pointers. Great hustle, great battle. I'm telling you, that baseline right there, someone's going to leave with an injury.
That's a danger zone right there. That's a high contact area.
Riley Turkoff, bunch of counters, playing hard, step back in the corner is good. That's her 3rd three on the game. The bench loves it, but it looks like she was assessed in a technical on her reaction after the play.
Dani Carnegie. We talked about this when we started the game, Anne-Marie, that Georgia has no shot to win this game unless Carnegie shows up big. She averages 20 points per game in conference game, and she's got 20 points right now as we head to the fourth.
That's right, Dani Carnegie. She's playing a great game. She's not shooting her normal three-point percentage, but you see her getting to the basket, getting her teammates involved. She's shooting 5 for 12 from the floor, but doing other things. 3 assists, 5 rebounds, really getting her teammates involved and still staying confident and taking her open 3 shots when she has it. Mia Woolfolk getting involved inside. Riley Turcoff passes it into her. Great big move, uses her shoulder, moves Cooper, the great defender. First bucket for Woolfolk.
Woolfolk inside, had the mismatch right there.
Woolfolk has touched the ball every possession. She is 3 for 3 in the last possessions for Georgia. She will head to the line for a shot at an and one. But this is the switch. They've got to keep getting it in. When Woolfolk has a guard on her, they've got to pound the ball inside. So great job by Georgia getting it inside these past few possessions.
This is something to see. First basket of the night for Savannah Henderson.
Who other than Dani Carnegie getting her shooter involved from the corner. Savannah Henderson with her first 3 of the game. Georgia tied it up.
Big second half for Talaysia Cooper. She's got 16 total, and now she's just 2 rebounds shy of her 4th double-double of the season.
As we know, we talked about Talaysia Cooper coming into this game. She's a big offensive threat. She's hit 4 threes, shooting over 50% from the three-point line, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. She is packing the stat sheet, and she has been huge for Tennessee thus far.
What's your thought process on this offensive possession for Georgia?
I think they run a sideline out of bounds play. Try to get a good open look at 3. If not, attack quick, get a quick 2, and foul immediately. You have 3-point weapons. You have Carnegie. You have Turcoff in, as well as Turner, who have the ability to shoot the 3, especially Turcoff, as well as Carnegie, shooting over 40%. I think you look to get a quick 3. If not, attack the basket. 5 fouls on Tennessee. Look to get to the line, and quite a few players in foul trouble. Spearman,
yep.
Cooper with 4 fouls on Tennessee. Carnegie and Woolfolk with 4 fouls for the Bulldogs.
Tennessee inbounds quickly. Poldo eluding the defense, and now there's the foul. And that will foul out Woolfolk. She had no alternative. She had to commit the foul.
Carnegie was pursuing her. Woolfolk, it was inevitable. One of them was going to have to foul to stop the clock.
So 8.5, and Poldo going to the line with Tennessee up 1.
Poldo 1 of 2 today from the line. Tennessee only shooting 50% from the free throw line, 4 for 8. Georgia's 15 of 18 from the free throw line.
So Georgia puts Maya Verse in for the fouled out Mia Woolfolk. Poldo at the line. Clutch free throw from the freshman, who has 14 points now and is 2 of 3 at the line. Another. Barely rippled the net. Clutch free throws from Poldo with the game on the line gives Tennessee a 3-point lead, and now there's 8.5 on the clock. Last possession, 6 seconds ago, Georgia lobbed inside for Woolfolk. They no longer have that option because Woolfolk's not on the floor.
And time, 8.5 seconds on the clock if you're Georgia.
Are you playing for a 3 right here, or would you settle for a 2 if that's available?
I think you try to get a quick 3, and then if not, you've got to settle for a quick 2 and play the foul game. Carnegie with 4 fouls on the court. Verse with 0. Henderson with 1. They have some foul options out there.
That's why it was really a weird play from the get-go right here. So you can see she's clearly behind the line right there as she rises up with the unmistakable psychedelic sneakers. You can't miss her.
nice little sneaker there, a little what the Kobe's. Hopefully she's taped, you know, when I played here in Georgia. Low tops were not an option. Andy Landers said high tops only.
A lot of low tops. In fact, they're all low tops.
Man, it's imperative that Georgia communicates on the defensive end. They have 5.8 seconds. And then second, they've got to make sure if any shot goes up, they have got to get bodies on Tennessee. They have the length, they have the ability to offensive rebound, tip-ins. Georgia's got to be locked in here on the defensive end.
What are you expecting from Tennessee here? I would think maybe a flash to the top by Cooper and maybe Paldo finding a way open in the corner.
Yeah, I think you
Comes to Cooper. 3 seconds. Ball is deflected. Cooper gets it up there, clanks off the iron. Attempt by Barker, no good.
Great second look there by Tennessee. We've got a fun one, and we're headed to overtime.
How do you see this thing playing out, Anne-Marie, in the final 5 minutes? Now that the Lady Bulldogs are having to play these final 5 minutes without Mia Woolfolk, who played such a big role in Georgia's fourth quarter.
I think overall just execution. Georgia's got to hone in on the defensive end. Woolfolk is not in. You've got to have a Genoa step up, Kraft step up against these bigs. And Carnegie cannot get her 5th foul, and Tennessee's got to be smart too. They have 2 of their best players in Zee Spearman and Cooper with 4 fouls.
That's Anne-Marie Armstrong, and I'm Matt Stewart. Thanks for joining us here at Stegman Coliseum tonight. You just simply cannot have an empty possession like that in an overtime game like this.
No, not when Tennessee's gone to a 4-0 start here. Georgia needs a little momentum and some good possessions. That's right, someone else from Georgia has got to step up here. Trinity Turner, Riley Turcoff. You have Savannah Henderson in, who has a great stroke from 3. Georgia has got to execute and at least get a good shot up. She has done a great job pressuring. She's been up in Georgia's point guards. And these guards, they're playing a lot of minutes, they're playing a lot of defense, and they're handling the ball.
Baldo's at 34 minutes, and Turner has played every minute of this game. She's played 43 minutes. Time running out on Georgia now. Turner drives and shoots up over Paldo and draws the foul. And one opportunity for Trinity Turner.
And Georgia continues to battle in adversity. Trinity Turner, nice crossover, goes right into Paldo. Great finish. Georgia, just what they needed. Opportunity to make this a one-possession game.
3-point play, Trin Turner, and it is 78-75. A great free throw shooter.
The only disadvantage is a lot of time went off of the clock there.
Spearman tonight is 5 of 8. That makes it a 4-point game with 21.2 on the clock. Hits them both. Clutch free throws by Spearman. 5-point lead, Lady Vols. Georgia's going to have to do whatever they're going to do. They're going to have to do it in a hurry. Turner. To Turcoff. Turcoff. Step back 3 was blocked. Foul called on Cooper. And Cooper might get teed up. And Caldwell grabs her and shoves her back to her bench. Cooper with an outburst of emotion after being called for a 5th personal foul. I've seen players get teed up for less than that.
It has been a battle. Cooper had 4 fouls the entire overtime. Fouls out there with 11 seconds on the clock. Spearman has 4 as well for Tennessee. Georgia has got to deny the ball, and if they catch it, somehow trap quick, and if you can't get an immediate steal, they have got to foul quickly.
And that will do it. Tennessee comes into Stegman Coliseum and gets a hard-fought 82-77 overtime victory over Georgia.
Yeah, tough loss for Georgia. They showed continuous grit throughout this game, battling back, staying in it, even with two of their best players sitting on the bench. If you're Georgia, got to get back, got to get ready for the next game in the SEC in Tennessee. A big win here in Athens.
Big victory for Tennessee after losing by 30 at UConn on Sunday, and it sets up a showdown on this Sunday in Columbia for first place in the Southeastern Conference as the Lady Vols improved to 7-1 in the SEC with an 82-77 victory over Georgia. Lady Bulldogs dropped to 18-5. And now for my partner, Anne-Marie Armstrong, our producer, Bryson Wright, our director, Beth Ann Nemlet, and our entire fabulous SEC Network team. I'm Matt Stewart. So long from Stegman. Congratulations to Lady Vols. Fabulous victory for them tonight.